Okay. It is 1-0 Salesianum. We believe we're on the air. It is 6 minutes left in the first period. I'm going to keep giving this a try. Literally doing one camera. Try to follow all the action with the one camera. Salesianum is wearing the navy blue and gold, skating right to left. There's a shot saved by the goaltender. 1-0 Salesianum. Shots are 4-4. Salesianum is on a power play. I'm going to check with someone sitting next to me to make sure they can see it. Could you take a look on Facebook and see if it's on? I think it is. Give it another 20 seconds or so. Or go to YouTube and see if you can find it. I think we're on. Well, I'll act like we're on, so we'll have to figure it out at some point. Okay, so we are live. I have no idea if the internet is working. I've tried 4 different internets links here, all one worse than the other. Tried my cell phone link. That doesn't work at all. We are in a black hole here in Rockville. You might as well be in the mountains in Timbuktu, for crying out loud, trying to get cell service. That isn't happening. So 5 minutes left to go in the first period. It is 1-0 Salesianum. Play has been relatively even. Here's Kaufman, winds and fires. Shot saved by the goaltender. Trips over. Goal is waved off. The goal is waved off by the referee. I believe for the goaltender, mask was coming loose. So still 1-0 Salesianum. Landon has been credited with 7 shots on the board. Salesianum 4. Again, as I'm watching this with one eye on my phone and one eye on the game, it's been a relatively even matchup so far. Again, shots are showing 7-4 in favor of Landon. Apparently one of these is my hot chocolate. I'm going to have to drink it. Oh, what a mess today trying to get this going. They got to do something about the internet in this rink. Perkon takes a face-off, controlled by Salesianum, on the stick of Smink, who sends it deep for Perkon to chase. 4:49 to go, first period. If you tried your best to watch this game, we appreciate you sticking with us. I'll call the rink this week and see if we can get something done about this, man. It says a shot saved by Rosenstock. Freshman goalie wearing the number 29. Beautiful save on the breakaway. Now, Salesianum, talk to the fellow who does the live streams for Salesianum. They do quite a great job on it. A lot of graphics. They sell ad space. Shot saved by Rosenstock from the boards. Clearance by Landon into the neutral zone, onto the stick of number 32 for Salesianum. Very big squad. During warm-ups, you could tell this team, man for man, much bigger than Landon's players. Perhaps that has something to do with the fact that Landon has several freshmen on the team, 6 to be exact. Here's Haberl, winds and fires. He's one of the seniors, saved by the goaltender. Owen Moore goes back to get it. And here comes Salesianum looking to break out. 3-on-3. Puck heads to the number 14. Takes a shot. It goes wide into the corner. He chases it himself onto the stick of Damoud. Looks to clear and does momentarily. Binner, playing in his first game since the injury, sends it back to Nyberg. And all the way up, icing is waved off. Moore will chase with Binner. Binner tries a centering pass, no one there. Here's Blazer, sends it into the corner. Owen Moore there first. Puck goes into the slot. Shot by Maddox, number 8. The senior just goes wide, and here comes Salesianum, 3-on-3. Turns into a 3-on-1. Pass across, blocked by Caden Blazer. Beautiful play by Blazer to negate the point-blank shot from the slot on Rosenstock. Here comes Blazer leading the charge. Sends it out to Maddox. Gains the blue line, 3-on-2. Sends it deep. Trip Silva goes to get it. So does Eli Smink. Big hit along the boards. Ryan Bitterman chasing as well. Puck goes into the slot. Maddox takes a shot. It gets deflected wide into the corner. Bitterman on the puck once more. Into the slot to Silva. Takes a shot, just goes wide. Here comes Maddox again, fighting for it with a bigger member of his opponent. That is an icing with 2:35 to go, first period. Now, you're not getting a scoreboard because I had to do this straight from my iPhone through the switcher service, which, believe it or not, doesn't give you the option of a scoreboard when you're controlling the broadcast from an iPhone. iPad, you can. However, we were trying not to waste the internet by having the iPhone speak to the iPad so we could use all the features. So you're getting nothing but a blank screen and my annoying voice, bugged a little bit by a bit of a cold. Kaufman sends it into the corner. 2:15 to go. I'll give you the score. It's 1-0. I'll have to keep announcing that. Kaufman goes to get it. He sends it up. Blocked momentarily by number 33. Ends up onto the stick of Perkon. Sends a pass across. It gets tipped away from him. He'll go to the corner and the near boards to chase. Sent out by Salesianum. Intercepted by Haberl with a head of steam. He's going to wind and fire. Saved by the goaltender. Beautiful save. Haberl took it all the way in there. Weaved through a couple of folks. There's Giambardino with the puck. Three Bears fight for it, and Perkon comes away with it. Winds and fires. Shot goes off the side of the net. Pass into the slot. Taken away by Salesianum. There's an interception by Haberl once again. He's going to try to go it himself. Tipped away from him. He recovers the puck in the corner along the near boards. He takes a hit. Looks for Damoud. Still battling for the puck. Comes out onto the stick of Owen Moore. Winds and fires. Shot is tipped by Damoud up into the netting. And we have 1:03 to go. First period. Shots on the board show 9-6 in favor of Landon. Score on the board shows 1-0. Salesianum. Now, Landon sends out Damoud, Moore, and Binner. Caden Blazer and Nicholas Nyberg, the freshman, on defense. Here's a steal by Salesianum. They break out. Nyberg back. There's a shot saved by Rosenstock. Keep this a 1-0 game. Good game here at the Bears Den. Again, this one is just a warm-up. A preseason game. Nice save by Rosenstock. And the net comes off its morning. We get another whistle with 42 seconds to go in the first period. 1-0 Salesianum. Now, I got gum with me. I got some tissues. Got some halls. These little mini halls. They're little circles. They do the trick. Lemon. Keep me going the whole time. Here's another shot that just gets blocked in front by a Bear. Kaufman comes away with it. Looks for somewhere to go. He's hounded by a couple of Salesianum players. Oh, takes a hit in the corner. No call. And here comes Damoud. He's got Binner to his left. He takes a shot save off the goaltender's pad. Binner sends it up forward. Tip from the slot goes wide into the corner. Salesianum there first to chase. Recovered by Damoud. Throws another shot on net. Saved by the goaltender. Tipped away from Smink. And Salesianum will take a hold of it to end the period. 1-0 is the score. We'll show you the scoreboard. Here's your scoreboard. One nothing Salesianum. Shots 11-8. Favor of Landon. We got a new tripod here. A little bit better on the heft than the last one, which broke. Now we got a backup, of course, but that's a crummy one, just like the last one that broke. It's there as a backup. Here's Matt Rosenstock, our resident photographer. He's in the Rosenstock entourage that the freshman brought with him. He's heading down to the other end. Take some more snaps. And we'll try to feature his work in the beginning of each game if we could ever use the Switcher Studio. One nothing is your score. About to start. Did not in the South River game last week. But that's perhaps because the score was so lopsided. Landon sends out Percon Jambardino. And Jack McShane wearing the number 22. Had to look him up there for a second. He scored a couple of goals in his Landon debut as a freshman last week against South River. Here's McShane with the puck along the boards. He sends it deep. That'll be an icing. We'll have a face-off back in Landon's zone. Now, what we can do to avoid this problem, again, with the no scoreboard on the iPhone, we could probably get a mount for the iPad and film it from the iPad. Problem there is that's a little unruly, given the size. Comes Salesianum sending it up, intercepted by McShane. He backhands it into the zone, gloved by a Salesianum player. Here comes McShane again, 2-on-2 with Percon. Percon surrounded by 3 Salesianum players. Sends a shot up front to McShane, who fires it onto the goal. Saved by the goaltender with the toe. And that's a clearance. That'll be an icing with 13:54 to go, first period. Now, my apologies for the sniffing. It's when you got a little bit of a cold and it's freezing in here, that's almost impossible to fix. Now, I don't know if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. I'll have to check it out after it's over. See if we have a lot of buffering. I can't tell at all from my phone for you. Here comes Salesianum. Number 32 goes into the corner, checked by Smink. Sends it up to Binner, wearing the number 16. Again, playing in his first game since the injury. Nice pass across from Binner to Owen Moore. Taken away by Salesianum. A couple of big hits in the neutral zone. Puck loose along the far boards. Blazer fights for it. He's the team captain and the senior. Comes Owen Moore with Binner once again. Smink behind them at the point on defense. Centering pass intercepted by Salesianum. Rebound, shot, score. Christian Binner, in his first game back from injury, puts Landon on the board and opens the account. It's 1-1. Good pressure by the Bears. They were out there for a long shift. Ended up getting rewarded for the hard work. Good to see. Landon sends out Deskovich, 28, along with Zach Genzer and Ryan Bitterman, all first-year varsity players. Up front, Haberl and Dash Kaufman, number 18 on defense. Here comes Salesianum, poked away by Kaufman onto the stick of Genzer, taken away from him. 1-1 is your score. 12:44 to go, second period, excuse me. Here comes Haberl. dancing through the neutral zone. Puts the brakes on, sends a pass across to Genzer. He can't handle it, was a little behind him. Looking for somewhere to go, takes a hit along the boards. Puck is back to him, looks for somewhere to go, sends it behind the net. Bitterman to chase, and Salesianum sends it out. Kaufman is back. Again, big squad, the Salesianum squad. Probably chock full of seniors and juniors, given the size of the fellas. They look like a good team, I can tell you that. Nice goaltender for sure. Here's a long pass, kicked ahead by Giambardino. He wears the number 11. Here's Blazer fighting for it along the boards. Taken away from him. Here comes number 5 for Salesianum. He's in the slot. He's knocked around by a couple of Bears. And here comes... Giambardino with the puck. Centers it. There's a shot that goes wide by Percon. Clearance by Salesianum. Percon still out there with McShane and Giambardino. Another long shift. Good pressure here by Salesianum. I think they're a dog is their mascot. I can't remember what it is. I'll have to look it up. It's a lot easier to say dog than, or some type of dog than Salesianum, or the big S, whatever we want to call it. Much easier to say something like prep for Georgetown Prep. There's a clearance by Landon. That's going to end up an icing. With 10:27 to go, score is 1-1. It's still showing 1-0 on the board. Then they're yelling at the scorekeepers to put the score on the board. You never want to mess yourself out of a goal for sure. Face-off controlled by Landon. Kaufman sends it with the backhand over to Smink, intercepted momentarily by Salesianum. Owen Moore comes away with. He's got Damoud to his right. Puts the brakes on. Finds Binner again with another shot on goal. Back to Kaufman, who winds and fires. Just goes wide, perhaps deflected. And there's a clearance attempt by Salesianum, kept in play by Smink. He joins Damoud. Damoud winds and fires, deflected up in the air along the far board. Smink will go there and get it. And Binner will cover his defensive position back at the blue line. Here comes Kaufman. He'll do the same. Owen Moore takes a shot, a friendly fire shot in the face, unfortunately. Puck loose in the corner. 4 players fight for it. Binner gets tripped momentarily, no call. Salesianum comes away with it. I believe there's been 1 penalty called in this game, and that has been on Salesianum. We have a whistle with the goaltender messing around with his mask again. You have to let him get set and get his gear in order for safety purposes, obviously. 9:29 to go, second period. 1-1 is your score. Face-off control by Salesianum. They send it deep. Haberl will go get there first. Delayed offside. They touch up. Here comes Haberl with the puck, weaving through the neutral zone. Gains the blue line. Poked away from him momentarily and kept in by Nyberg. And cleared by Salesianum. 9:08 to go, second period. Here come once again. Beautiful play by Haberl, negating the pass across the ice on the 2-on-1. And that's an offside with 8:48 to go, second period. Landon sends out Percon, McShane, and Jambardino. The numbers 3, 11, and 22. There's Haberl with the puck. Gains the blue line. Looking for somewhere to go. Shoots off the bar from a sharp angle. Puck goes behind the net. Recovered by Jambardino. Percon gets it across to McShane. Poked away from him at the last second. Nyberg fights for it. Sends it forward. Kept in momentarily by Nyberg and just out of the zone. Recovered by Percon. Over to Blazer along the boards. He takes a hit. That's an offside with 8:12 to go. Face-off will be right in front of us. As you can see, that's Jack McShane in front of you there. Jambardino again. Percon will take the face-off. I'm opening a pack of gum as we speak. Get the... There we go. McShane keeps it in. Recovered by Salesianum. They try to clear. Kept in by Smink. He winds and fires. Deflection by Jambardino from about 12 feet out. Goes on to the net, and it's smothered by the goaltender, who gets a whistle. Now you're going to hear me chomping in your ear. There's nothing I can do about that. Owen Moore out there with Binner, the goal scorer. Damoud, Smink, and Blazer once again. Sent forward. Salesianum looks to break out. They do momentarily. Chased by Blazer and Smink. Smink with the intercept, gets it over to Damoud. Referee gets out of the way. Damoud takes a hit. Smink with the puck once more. Onto the stick of a Salesianum player. He gets hit. They come away with it once again along the blue line. Looking for somewhere to go. It's hit momentarily by Binner and Moore. Sends it over along the boards to Damoud. Clears it out. Recovered by Salesianum. 7:14 to go. Second period. Here's a temporary clearance by Landon, and they'll send it back deep. Recovered by Smink. There's a long pass attempt. Just couldn't hit Binner at the end of his shift. And we'll have a whistle for an icing, but 6:50 to go. Face-off control by Landon. There's Haberl in the corner. Looks to get it up to Trip Silva, who gets it out of the zone. Recovered by Salesianum, number 27, chased by Silva. Dumped in by Landon. White's icing is waved off. Silva goes for it behind the net with Bitterman. Centering pass with the backhand is tipped on the net. Inadvertently by the skate of a Salesianum player. Recovered by Haberl in the slot. Shot by Silva. Deflected in front. Just wide of the net. Here's Bitterman again. Gets it up to Silva. Backhands it in, and he'll go off for a change. Good shift by Silva. Here comes Maddox. Poked away from him. Jambardino fights for it. Comes away with it. He's going to try to center it. Brushed off the puck by the defender. Haberl winds and fires off the stick of a Salesianum player. Haberl with it once more behind the net. He takes a hit, rubbed out by the defender. Recovered once again by Haberl. He takes a hit. And Nyberg, the freshman wearing the number 5, pokes it away. 5:29 to go. Second period. 1-1 is your score. Great game here at the Bears Den. There's a long pass up for Percon, who handles it like a pro. Winds and fires. Shot saved by the goaltender. You could hear the puck hit the pad and stopped right there. No rebound. 5:17 to go, second period. Here's McShane, sends a pass over to Jambardino, sends a backhand shot. That's knocked away by Salesianum. They look to break out. 2-on-2. All the defenders join the fray. Everybody's in the offensive zone now. Puck along the near boards. Backhand pass to the point. Intercepted by Percon and Jambardino. 2-on-1. Percon does a pirouette. Winds and fires. Saved by the goaltender. Puck in the neutral zone, knocked away by Blazer onto the stick of a Salesianum player, number 10. He's going to go the other way with it, up to number 5. Takes a hit momentarily from Smink. Blazer goes back to get it onto the stick of a Salesianum player, number 12. And he fights away with Christian Daymood. Little fisticuffs there along the ice. Here comes Percon once again. Winds and fires. Shot! And he scores! Reed Percon, the junior IAC Player of the Year last year, makes it 2-1 Landon with 4:14 to go. He had 2 chances in the past 30 seconds, handled the pass beautifully, pirouetted in front of the net, couldn't score. Second chance, he buried the biscuit to make it 2-1 Landon. Again, 4:14 to go. Comes Binner backhanded over to Owen Moore. Fights for it in front. Cleared away by Salesianum. They send it up. Over to Smink behind the net. Fights for it with Moore. Moore comes away with it. Backhand up to Binner, and he clears. 3:49 to go. Second period. Shots are 18-10, overwhelmingly in favor of Landon. And Landon has had the run of play, believe it or not. Although they were down relatively early 1-0 on a nice shot by the goal scorer for Salesianum. Landon scored on a rebound from Binner to tie it at 1. Then a nice shot from a tough angle by, there's a save by Rosenstock to keep this a 2-1 ball game. Beautiful save off the rebound. Again, Landon chock full of freshmen. There's 6 freshmen out of the 20 players on the team. There's Bitterman taking the face off. Controlled by Salesianum. They wind and fire up front. Shot goes over the bar. Had some heat on it, but didn't hit the net. Number 46 from the point, winds and fires. It ends up into the zone and along the far boards. Behind the net now with Blazer. Good pressure by Salesianum. Comes Bitterman with the puck. Good clearance. Just trying to hit Maddox. Got the puck out of the zone. Pass didn't connect, but it was a good thought. Here comes Blazer. 2:38 to go, second period. Been an active game, not a very physical game. Quick game. Good pace from both teams. Again, no chippy shots. But a good, hard-fought game. Clean game. Believe 1 penalty the entire game so far. Here's Smink with the puck. Fighting for the puck along the near boards in the corner. Takes a hit from Smink. Back to the point. Shot saved by Rosenstock off the backhand from the slot. Here comes Percon. Gets around one defender. Winds and fires. Shot goes wide off the deflection into the slot and cleared away by Salesianum. 2-on-2. Kaufman and Smink were back. and poked away by Kaufman. 1:34 to go. Second period, 2-1 Landon. Number 15 was getting ready to wind him fire, and Jambardino threw the stick on him. Smink comes away with it, bothered by number 3. Backhands it out of the zone with the help of McShane. Leads a 3-on-2. They can move. Onto the stick of Jambardino for more on the side of the net he couldn't handle. Good scoring chance by Landon. 1 minute to go in the period. We hope you're enjoying it. Another warm-up game. League play begins on Friday. And again, if we can get an internet connection, we'll play the game for you. Here comes a steal by Salesianum. 2-on-2. Nyberg is back with Haberl. Shot goes wide. Good play by Nyberg. 40 seconds to go in the period. Salesianum looking for one more good push here. Try to tie this game. Nyberg with it. Recovered by Salesianum's number 5. 25 seconds to go in the period. He comes through the neutral zone. Takes a hit from Haberl onto the stick of number 3. Gets loose in the slot. Shot goes wide. Owen Moore with the puck. 17 seconds to go. Outlet pass to Binner. Gains the blue line and sends it in. There's a pass that comes across to Blazer. That'll be the end of the period. With a good shot. And that is a goal. The goaltender stopped, thinking that was the end of the period, and it went off his side of his pads and into the net. So there you go. Now there's no replay, of course. We're going to have an ice clearance, but that's 3-1 Landon, a goal literally in the last second of the period. You don't see that too often, but the goaltender absolutely stopped, thinking that was the end of the period. I don't know who was that. It might have been Damoud. Sent it over from the corner, hit the goaltender in the side of the pad, and bounced in. So we'll get a break of about 15 minutes. Shots on goal are pretty uneven at this point. 19 for Landon, 12 for Salesianum. And we'll get the third period for you in about 15 minutes once they clean the ice. Okay. That's the last period of preseason hockey before the season starts. I believe we have Friday's game. I believe is against Mount St. Joseph's, and it's a real one. It counts. It's a Maple game, and it's here at the Bears Den, Friday night special. Again, if we can get a sliver of internet, we'll do the game for you. I don't think we're going to get greedy. We're just going to try to use one camera. Again, no scoreboard. Unbelievable. But is what is what it is, as they say. The great Sandy Murdoch is there doing the scoring with Owen Moore's dad and Mr. Blazer. Got an all-star squad in the penalty box and the scorer's box today, for sure. Now, when you're in the penalty box or the scoreboard, scorer's box, which I'll show you where it is. There's the penalty box. There's the scorer's table, Mr. Murdoch. And then right to his right is the other penalty box. It's even colder at that level than it is 10 feet up, which is where I am. As you can see there, that's the Landon Bear painted on the ice. And the scoreboard, the old scoreboard that doesn't work anymore. The Go Bears scoreboard. It'd be great if they can get that thing going again. And there's the other scoreboard, which has Landon right on the corner. Now, from what I understand, the players can't see the scoreboard lights on their side. So when they're, I believe when they're on the bench, they still haven't been able to fix that either. So here we go. Boys will be out in a second. We'll get them for you when they do. Quiet over here for a warm-up game. I say the lads have played well. Up 3-1 against the team that's a bigger squad for sure. A much bigger team physically than our Bears are. And again, an overwhelming number of freshmen this year. Six freshmen. 30% of the team is pure freshmen this year for Landon. And I believe 10 first-year varsity players. Obviously including the 6 freshmen. If you're headed to the refreshment stand, don't go with the hot chocolate. Not very hot. They have Starbucks coffee. That's not bad. The pretzels are pretty good. They have Entenmann's donuts unwrapped that they sell. Not bad. All kinds of candy and gum. Then there's what looks like a diner connected to the rink as you go past the. So right here is your refreshments bar, and behind that is an actual diner, probably 20 tables and a counter area as well. 3 rinks inside this arena. Again, Landon's is rink number 2. If you're new to the program, Rink number 1 is St. John's, and it's painted all in red and silver. They have their own party room up there too. They've put a lot of cash into their rink. And Bullis home rink is rink number 3, which is the more of a barn area behind this. It's where the Washington Pride play most of their home games as well. From what we understand, Fort DuPont, which is where I believe Gonzaga and St. Albans played their home games until this year. Don't know where they're playing them this year. Boys are coming out. It's Haverhill. See them all right as they head onto the ice. Salesianum's coming out as well. I believe Damoud was the goal scorer of that third goal. That's Blazer and Haverhill there in front of you. Blazer to the left and Haverhill to the right. Captain and assistant captain. No music. Boys are out stretching on the ice in the neutral zone. No pucks. Just ready to go. It's just a warm-up. So no need for formality. Landon looks improved from the last game we saw them play against South River, which is a public school team. The Salesianum team is a good team, and Landon seems to be handling them a bit. Again, shots on the board, 19-12. Landon sends out Percon, McShane, Jambardino wearing the number 11. Again, McShane wearing the number 22, the freshman. Eli Smink, number 21, at left defense, and Dash Kaufman at right defense, number 18. That's what'll start your final 15 for the Bears as they bang the sticks against the boards to signal the start of the third period. Face-off controlled by Salesianum. Go deep in their zone. Outlet pass is knocked away momentarily by Landon. Poked forward by Percon. He takes a spill. Kaufman on the puck. Touch pass over to Percon. If he can get to it first, it's a one-on-one. He cannot. Here comes Kaufman again off the steal. He winds and fires. Shot goes high and wide. And past the stick of Smink, who tried to keep it in. Comes a mini breakaway for number 17. He sends it across. Pass could not connect. Salesianum has had a couple of 2-on-1 chances and could not get the shots on the net. Good defensive plays by Landon getting back. Shots negated or tipped wide. 14-0-1, that's an icing. 3-1 Landon. Face-off will be to Rosenstock's left. Owen Moore to take it. He's out there with Damoud and Binner, I believe. Excuse me. Yes, Binner. There's a shot. It gets tipped in front. Puck onto the stick of Christian Binner, who scored the first goal for the Bears. He dumps it in, does the wise thing. 13:45 to go. They're going to have a penalty on number 12 for Salesianum. So Landon will get their first power play of the day. I hope you ended up finding this and hope you're enjoying it. Good game here at the Bears Den for a warm-up. Now, Landon will play a couple other non-league games this year, including two in Philadelphia in December. They'll be playing at the University of Pennsylvania's arena. I'll be heading to that, trying to connect to the internet and do a live stream for you. We'll see how that goes. Comes Landon on the power play with 1:44 to go on the penalty. Here's Haberl. Sends it across to Perkon. Dances along the blue line. Over to Blazer. There's a shot on the side of the net. Could not get discharged. And here comes Haberl again with the shot. Blocked in front. Get you a little closer to the action. Here's Perkon recovering it in his own end. Haberl at the head of steam. Pass across. Shot just goes wide from the slot. And Salesianum will clear. Puck loose. Perkon going for it. He gets it up to Haberl. 3-on-3. Poked away by Salesianum. Recovered by Haberl. Shot by Kaufman off the blocker of the goaltender up into the netting, and we'll have a face-off with 43 seconds left in the power play. 12:29 to go, third period. 3-1 is your score in favor of the Bears. Landon Bears in the lead. Face-off controlled by Landon. Smink sends it up. Owen Moore will chase it. And there's a clearance all the way down. No icing because of the penalty. And Smink back there to get it. He'll set it up. Up to McShane. Backhanded pass to Kaufman. Gains the blue line. Back pass to Jambardino. Shot saved by the goaltender. Salesianum on the clearance. And it'll be recovered by Smink with 11 seconds to go on the power play. One of the Salesianum players blows a tire behind the net. So Landon looks to break. Intercepted by Salesianum. Sent back in by Smink with 11:40 to go. Third period. That'll be an icing. And we'll have a face-off once again deep in Salesianum's end. Landon sends out Bitterman. Deskovich wearing the number 28. And Zach Genzer wearing the number 19 along with Nyberg and Haberl. I believe no Watts Coakley today. He opened the scoring for the season. He wears the number 13. Scored with 13:13 left in the first period in the first game. Genzer fights for it behind the net. Joined by Bitterman. Cleared momentarily by Salesianum. They gain the blue line. Pass comes across in the slot. Blocked. Shot blocked by Haberl. Went down on one knee and took that one. Nice play by Haberl, protecting his own zone. It's a clearance attempt by Nyberg. And it works. Genzer will go off. McShane out there. Trip Silva out there wearing a number 14. Puck onto the stick of Blazer. Sends it forward to Maddox. Can't connect. And icing is waved off. Silva chases it. Onto the stick of Owen Moore. Shot saved by the goaltender. Cleared momentarily onto the stick of Blazer. Winds and fires. Shot goes wide off the deflection. Salesianum clears. Smink plays it with a high stick, and we'll get a face-off with 10:23 to go. Third period. 3-1, Landon is your score. Shots still showing overwhelmingly in favor of Landon, 22-12. And once you got past the first 6 or 7 minutes of the game, you can really see it. Salesianum scored the early goal. Binner equalized. Perkon put him ahead 2-1. And then Damuge scored from a sharp angle. with probably no time left on the clock to end the second period as the goalie let up on the play, thinking the period was essentially over. Clearance by Landon, 9:50 to go. Here's Kaufman with it, looks to get it out of his zone. Very smart play by Kaufman. Didn't try to do too much, just try to get it out of his zone. Onto the stick of Perkon, takes on two defenders, shoots deflected wide up into the glass. Kaufman fights for it. Nice play by Kaufman. Here's Jambardino in the slot. Bit of a mess in the slot. Backhanded pass comes across to Perkon along the near boards. He takes a hit. There's a player for Salesianum without a stick. Puck onto the stick of Jambardino. Shot saved by the goaltender. He's on his case there and gets a whistle with 9:04 to go, third period. Now Landon has doubled him up on shots at this point, 24-12. Not sure if the last couple registered. Perkon still out there with McShane and Jambardino. Haberl and Kaufman on defense. Perkon will go into the corner to get the wide shot. Onto the stick of Salesianum, taken out of the zone by Kaufman. We have a whistle for offside. Drop by McShane, but that'll be waved off the icing. There's Perkon recovering the puck, taken away from him, and once again stripped away by a Landon player. Here comes Haberl, sends it across to Perkon. Pass across to Jambardino. Shot just goes over the bar. Beautiful setup by Landon. Just couldn't put the biscuit in the back of the net. .8:15 to go, third period, 3-1 Landon. Comes Owen Moore. Good puck movement by Landon in this game. Interception by Salesianum. May wind him fire. Shot goes high and awry. Owen Moore on the puck. Nice outlet pass to Jambardino. Hits Damu. Jambardino goes for it once again. Gets through. Pass comes across onto the stick of Blazer. He's going to wind him fire. Shot goes wide. Nyberg looks for it along the board. Sends it in. Good play by Nyberg, the freshman. Sent across. And Blazer does the right thing and just dumps it in the zone to kill some more time. 7:35 to go in the ball game. 2-on-2 for Salesianum. Friendly fire. Somebody takes a spill as a result. Onto the stick of Moore. Backhand pass. Recovered by Nyberg. Back to Blazer and up to Damoud. And again, the wise thing to do. Pop it up in the air. Send it in. Puck loose in the slot. Here comes Binner. Takes a spill. Still loose in the slot. Onto the stick of Moore. Shot saved by the goaltender. Another good play by Landon, recovering a loose puck in the slot. There's another shot. Just goes wide. Shots shown 25-12 on the board. Here's Blazer recovering from the partial steal. Nyberg comes away with it. Onto the stick of Damoud. A lot of play without whistles here. Shot goes over the bar. Damoud takes a spill at the blue line. Pass comes around to Salesianum, number 46, 6:25 to go. 2-goal lead by Landon. Here's Genzer fighting for the puck. Disrupted the offensive flow for Salesianum, and they're still struggling to get out of their own zone. Caught by the hand of Bitterman. Genzer forechecking. Pass comes all the way up. Eli Smink gets there first. Knocked away from him. He recovers behind the net. Looks to go the other way. Good clearance by Smink. 5:50 to go. in the ball game. 3-1 Landon is your score. Shot showing 25-12 on the board. Was probably 6-6 to start the game, if I'm not mistaken. It's been mostly all Landon ever since they went down 1-0. Face off deep in Salesianum's end. Damoud will take it. He's got Maddox to his right and Tripp Silva to his left. Face off controlled by Salesianum. They look to bust out. Haberl and Nyberg were back. And Haberl and Blazer, the seniors, should be rocks back there for Landon this season. Nyberg's a nice addition as the freshman. There's a shot deflected by Nyberg up into the netting. Again, another shot that Landon prevents from getting to the net by a good defensive play in the open ice. They've really busted it to get back and break up odd man rushes today. Good thing to see. Now Haberl will sit for 2 minutes. I believe he's going to go for tripping. Second power play for Salesianum with 5:12 to go. 3-1 Landon. Well, there's a steal. A two on none by Percon and Jambardino. There's a shot. Hits the bar by Percon, who already has one in this one. Here's Jambardino again, looking to do something with it, taken away from him. Nice play by Landon to kill the first 20 seconds and get a good shot on the net. Smink is back, tries to clear, uses the big body to pin one of the Salesianum forwards against the boards. He fights to get away and does. Becomes a puck loose in the slot. Kaufman looks to clear, throws the body on the player from his knees, and he does so. Beautiful play by Dash Kaufman. Good effort here by Landon in the second exhibition game of the season. 4:20 to go on the clock. 107 in the power play for Salesianum. Long pass across. Here they come. Looking to break out. Damoud tries to poke it away. Cannot. Puck goes behind the net. Looking for somewhere to go. Here comes number 5. Goes into the slot. Poked away momentarily by Moore. Landon will get in the box. At the point. Pass comes across. Near boards. Here comes number 12. Long pass across to the far point. Shot high and awry. Once again, 32 seconds to go in the power play. This shot just goes wide. Again, have not registered a shot, I don't believe, in this period. Here's Owen Moore with a clearance attempt off the arm of Damoud. 17 seconds to go in the power play. 3:27 to go in your ball game. Long pass across to number 12 at the point. He looks for somewhere to go. Nothing he can do here. He sends it deep for one of his players to try to find it. He's going to wind and fire. That goes high and awry as well. Might have been deflected by a Landon defender. Haberl right out of the box. Fights for the puck like it's a championship game. Good play by Haberl. As Damoud takes a hit in the open ice. Number 5 comes away with the puck. I don't believe they registered a shot on goal in that power play. Here comes number 3. He winds and fires. Beautiful save by Rosenstock. Perfectly placed at the edge of his crease. 2:53 to go. Landon up 3-1. 25 shots to 13 is what's show on the board. Again, Percon's shot hit the bar, so we didn't register one there, although the goalie might have gotten a piece of it. Hard to tell. Landon sends out Bitterman to take the face-off. Kaufman out there as well. So was Maddox, Haberl, and Tripp Silva wearing the number 14. Long pass across to the point. Winds and fires right into the belly of Rosenstock with 2:43 to go in the period. In the third period, so in the game. At some point, we think Salesianum might pull the goaltender. Down 2 goals here in the third period. Comes Haberl, nice pass up to Silva. He looks for Maddox, can't connect. Puck goes along the boards. Kaufman gets it, sends it in. Icing is waved off because it hit the stick of a Salesianum player. 2:24 to go. It's a long pass attempt. Covered by number 4. Poked away from him momentarily. Kaufman will go back to get it. Nice play by Kaufman. Good pass up to Silva. He tries to clear it. Cannot. Long shot saved by Rosenstock once again. 2 minutes, 7 seconds to go. Shots now showing 25-16 with the 3 shots that Salesianum just had in the last minute or so. Landon sends out Owen Moore. Looks like a timeout for Salesianum with the face-off that'll be in Landon's zone. Landon looks like they're going to send out Owen Moore, Damoud, Blazer, Smink, and Binner. Again, to recap the scoring, Salesianum opened the scoring on a nice shot early first period to make it 1-0. Binner scored off a rebound to tie it up. I believe late first period, early second. Then it was Reed Percon scoring from a sharp ankle on a mini breakaway. Landed up 2-1. Goal 3 number scored by Christian Damoud with literally no time left on the clock in the second period. Heads up play by Damoud. Notice didn't stop on the play. Kept going until the whistle sounded. And he ended up getting rewarded for it with a goal off the side of the goaltender's pad as he pretty much had stopped on the play, thinking the period had almost ended. Moore will take the face-off. He's a sophomore. Made the team as a freshman last year. Scored the game winner against Bishop O'Connell about 1 year ago today. Early December. Face-off controlled by Salesianum. They wind and fire blocked by Binner. And there's a beautiful clearance by Binner off his knees with the backhand. Goalie is pulled for Salesianum, so we have an empty net with 1:50 left. See if Landon can get a empty netter here and ice this one. Here's Damoud. Winds and fires. Hits the glass above the net, but that'll kill another 15 seconds for sure. Smart play by Damoud, just winding and firing. There's good play by Blazer along the far boards, keeping the puck out of the zone. Minute 25. Salesianum can't get it in the offensive zone. Great effort by Landon. Here comes Damoud once again. Winds and fires, and it goes wide. That'll be an icing. Face-off will be deep in Landon's zone with 1:15 left. Landon up 3-1. Salesianum has already used its timeout momentarily ago. And Landon up 3-1, looking to close this one out with 1:16 to go. Face-off controlled by Landon. There's Blazer with a long shot. That'll be an icing as well. Then, as Jambardino's dad has explained, there's a couple of philosophies. One, just fire at the net. Two is get the red line and then do what you want. I think either one is equally sensible for sure. I mean, the bad part about firing it down and not hitting the net is you end up with another icing. 58 seconds to go in the game. There's a clearance attempt by McShane, kept in by number 3 over to the right point. Winds and fires. Shot goes wide off the deflection. Clearance by Landon. Will not make the goal, but will not be an icing. 43 seconds to go. And Percon hounds number 17 in the offensive zone. He's looking for the puck to get himself an empty netter. Landon will win this one. It's 3-1 with 30 seconds to go. Now they're going to wind him fire. Goes all the way across. No shot registered. Puck behind the net. 19 seconds to go. Jambardino fights for it. Puck off the skate of a Landon player. Still not cleared. 10 seconds to go. They're going to wind him fire. It goes wide once again. And that will be a tough team here. Landon, after going down 1-0, came back big and pulled this one out 3-1. Now shots on the board show 25-15. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that Salesianum only registered 3 shots on goal in the third period after giving up that third goal to end the second period. All right. So we'll get your handshakes. Then we get the boys as they come off the ice. We'll see you Friday. Internet willing. Good one here from the Bears Den today. Sorry it took us so long to get the feed straight. I tried 5 different tricks, and the only one that worked was the last one. I have no idea why it worked, but it did. We've got Landon as they come off. Okay, here, boys. And we'll see you in 2 days.